Right, let's talk about the best player in the world, because actually this list comes in from 9. Get ready for this. Do you agree with this? So we're basically going to talk about the best players in the world and who's going to be the best player in the world over the next 5 years, because we've had a domination over the last decade of Ronaldo and Messi, rightly or wrongly. I think there were 1 or 2 Ballon d'Ors that were handed out on reputation. Certainly Messi's last time. Haaland should have won that. I think there was one with Ronaldo where somebody else should have won it. I forget who it was actually. Ribéry definitely should have won one, but they're not even in the top 30 anymore. So we've got a new Ballon d'Or up for grabs, and pretty much for the rest of your life. So who are going to be the players that dominate the Ballon d'Or over the next few years? There's plenty of candidates we're going to talk about, but this was 90minutes.com did the 10 best players in the world at the moment, and I wanted to know let's do their top 5, who they had as their top 5 players in the world. Jude Bellingham is number 5.
Number 5?
Yep. Kylian Mbappe was number 4.
Oh.
Rodri was number 3. Vinicius Jr. was number 2, and Erling Haaland was number 1.
Wow, and he wouldn't play for Arsenal. Very interesting.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, but I don't agree that he's the best player in the world.
No, Jude Bellingham for me.
Easily.
Yeah. No, for me, Jude Bellingham going forward has got the not just for now, then, and forever. Like, he is absolutely... And the way football's going as well, like, rightly or wrongly, it is into that athletic mould, but he's got the touch, the style, the poise. He's got everything that you need. He's a future leader. He's a future captain. Could be a politician.
You'd have Jude Bellingham as the best player in the world at the moment?
Probably, yeah.
That is,
I think he should win.
That is Player FC. Clip it.
I think he should win the Ballon d'Or this year for certain.
No, I don't mind that, but I don't think he's the best player in the world.
Who would you have?
So who would you have as your top 3 players in the world? Bellingham 1.
Bellingham 1, Vinicius Jr. 2, and Mbappe 3.
Interesting. I actually still think Mbappe is the best player in the world. Yeah. So I'd go 1 with him. I'd go Vinicius Jr. 2, and I probably would put Erling Haaland 3. He's that close 4.
Yeah.
But look, so their top 5 was Haaland 1, number 2 was Vinicius Jr., number 3 was Rodri. Rodri's a good shout. Mbappe 4, Bellingham 5, De Bruyne 6, Harry Kane 7, Mo Salah 8, Foden 9, Rudiger 10.
Well, there was a large exhale from
Harry Kane ahead of Mo Salah.
I mean, he had a really good season last year. He just got sort of shrouded in not winning the trophies, wasn't it?
He's
and
not
terrible
been Mo
Euros.
Salah when he's got the shits. I'm sorry, Harry Kane is a world-class striker, but he ain't never been Mo Salah.
I do think Harry Kane will have to retire for English people to understand how good he is, and like finishing unbelievable. But Mo Salah again,
he was shit at the weekend again.
Oh,
Kane.
I thought you were Mo Salah then. I didn't know you were watching the Egypt games. So.
Well, I do try.
Mo Salah, yeah, we spoke about it last week as well. Just we don't know what we've got till it's gone with him, and like that, Liverpool could, go and win another European trophy this season. They could win the Premier League, but it just feels there's something against him. I don't know what sort of bias there is.
I'd put him in the top 5 in the world.
Yeah.
I'd kick out... So what did I go? I went Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Haaland, Salah 4. Yeah. And then let it fight it out between Rodri and Bellingham for me.
Who would be your top 3? Get your top 3s in the chat now. We'll read the best ones out. But for me, Bellingham, like I said a couple of years ago in a video that I've taken off my channel because it was absolutely cringe, that Jude Bellingham would win the Ballon d'Or this year. And I think
who's the favourite to win it? VJ?
Yeah, Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, I think he's not a bad... Look, I think whoever wins it this year, I wouldn't. I mean, not that I'd have any complaints anyway. But
I wonder if this year sets a precedent going forward, though. Like if it is a Jude Bellingham, it is an Mbappe. If it's just going to be between, and also the scary thing is 3 of the players that we speak about, Real Madrid. Like that Champions League could be sewn up for the next 10 years, let alone the Ballon d'Or.
Well, that's the positive of City, isn't it? They might be dominating the Premier League.
There's an antidote to them in Europe.
They might be able to take. They're probably the only team that can take on Real Madrid. Yeah. In relation to that. I'd still probably rather Real Madrid win it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like especially with I'm a bit of a. I don't know if you know Mark, but I really like Jude Bellingham. But
I have mentioned it.
And also with Carlo Ancelotti, it just feels like he also is the perfect antidote for we saw that perfect performance at the Etihad, didn't we? Like he just was like, this is how City play. I'm going to play against them and try and stop them, and it worked, and they got through.
So. We've had this Ronaldo and Messi domination over the last 10 years. Do we think that, and get involved in the comments, of course, do we think that over the next 5 years, we will see Vinicius Jr. winning 3 of them, or Haaland winning 3 of them, or Bellingham winning 4 of them, 4 of them, or do you think it's going to be more varied now? Because I was looking at this, and just while you're thinking through that, Will, they ain't going anywhere, this lot. Haaland's 24, Vinicius Junior's 24, Mbappe's 25, Jude Bellingham's 20. I mean, De Bruyne, Salah, Kane, they're all getting on a bit. Foden, 24, he's an outlier. Then you've got the next batch. You've got Pedri, 21, Endrick, 18, Zaire Emery, 18. You've got Galler, you've got Yamal. Even that player that Man City have brought, some people rate him quite highly, that Savio or Savinho. I think he's only 20.
I'd like it not to be like the Premier League and it be a sort of 10-horse race going into each year, because also that would be sort of a real celebration of football then, wouldn't it? Like, I think we speak about the disappointment of the way football's going and the way it's sort of tiki-taka pass move, but probably, ironically, it helps out in the Ballon d'Or, because when it was so individualistic, Ronaldo and Messi, they were quite clearly the best players, so there was no doubt. So, but now, with the system that everyone has to play in, it probably does create more competition for this one.
I fear, like Moz just said in the chat, I fear that actually we could still see a domination of the Ballon d'Or over the next 5 years, and I think the 2 candidates are going to be Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Because if you think about Bellingham or Vinicius Junior or Pedri or Yamal, where they play on the pitch, they're not necessarily going to score 30, 40 goals. Whereas Mbappe at Real Madrid and Haaland at Man City, they're pretty much guaranteed 30 to 40 goals a season. And in that debate of who's better, they can always go, hey, look at how many goals I've scored. Yeah. And so I think we could move into a new era of Haaland and Mbappe dominating the Ballon d'Or over the next 5 years. I hope not, because I think it's more interesting when you have a varied conversation in any walk of life. But I think that the fact that they're goal scorers in teams where it's impossible not to score a load of goals, I can see it being the Mbappe and Haaland show. And I actually think society's quite lazy. You know, we see it all the time, don't we? Oh, Oasis are back, or oh, Disney have got the Star Wars franchise. People love repackaging stuff, and I think, oh, Mbappe and Haaland are the new Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, anyone with a brain knows they're not, but FIFA might be like, yeah, they are. Remember how popular that was for a decade? Yeah, and they've just turned into Deitch.
Well, and that's why, like, having Rodri, like, we know he's a quality player, but just because of the way it works, like, it's like when Cannavaro won it, that was like a rare light in that situation, wasn't it? You're not going to be a centre-back, a CDM and win it. And same probably with De Bruyne. Like, Bellingham helped himself with the start he had in La Liga, didn't he? He was scoring like 10 goals in 10 games, getting all those assists. So it's interesting to see if he plays further forward in this system. But
I'll tell you where I'd like to see Erling Haaland. I'll tell you where he would start.
Where?
Colchester.
Would he start? Would Erling Haaland start at Manchester United?
Yeah.
Good.
He would say, no, look, notice I've never said Man United, because in relation to our strikers, we haven't got a Jota that suits the situation, and we haven't got a Havertz. The striker situation at Man United is up for grabs. So you're not going to say the world's best striker. No, we're going to try out Xerxes and Højlund. You know, it would have to be Haaland. But I'll tell you where I would like to see Haaland. Barcelona.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the resurgence of Barcelona. They're a traditionalist club. It would make La Liga better. And Mbappe at Real Madrid. It's a real shame that Barcelona didn't get Nico Williams, because I think Nico Williams, Dani Olmo and Yamal behind someone like Haaland. Although I'm hearing good things about this Roque.
Such a politician.
You know, when we talk about the next generation of, like, there's a few players between like 17 and 20.
They're called ballers, I believe, Mark. And you have to go, these future ballers.
Ballers. Well, I'm hearing good things about this Roque. Nice. I don't know what good things, but also let's give a shout out to an English talent in Dortmund, Gittins.
Yeah.
2 goals off the bench last week.
And there's a lot of them, and I think it's like an indie band. Like when they release one good single, and you're like, these are going to be the next Oasis. When people at that level, you've got to be, he's had 2 good games there, but let's see what he can do over a season. So let's nurture the talent. And that's why I think, you know, all the hype around Bellingham. But how many wonder kids have we seen that have not made the grade at the highest level?
Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video, because we all know only legends like videos, and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video, and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching, as always.